he think I'm considering taking less. Fucking, do you just want to like what?
Oh, it's good to be back. Objectivity never has a greater Phoenix metaphor been personified in human history. Therefore, saying, if I'm saying anything, is going back to the Stark Expo. Oh, it's good to be back.
Yes, sir, it is.
It's good to be back.
Yes, sir, it is. Look, I saw my guy. I saw my guy a couple years ago. My guy Shaw, I'm name dropping about the NBA offseason. So I was like, man, it's just shit. Yeah, we getting all hype really for nothing, right? Like let's not even waste our time. Like we doing all this. Hey, he might be here or he might be there. He might. I'm like, man, that shit don't never happen. Like we wasting our time with this conversation.
Right.
Fast forward to today. Like the NBA with the shit they doing in they hot stove, they off season, it's stupid, man. It's crazy. Like I wake up this morning. I ain't wake up, but like I'm chilling this morning. I'm just kick back, doing work or whatever. I see a little notification. Rudy Gobert went to Minnesota for 4-1s. Like anybody is movable. Contracts don't matter. Like even that salary cap don't matter. Like they used to mean something like, "Hey man, we signed
in the NBA,
yeah, in the NBA don't
NFL
matter."
has always been like that. It's always been like they say they write it on toilet paper. It ain't worth it, you know?
100%. Yeah. But the cap matter in NFL from a standpoint, like you bring somebody in, you got to cut somebody, you got to do this. Like it's all this maneuvering. We can't sign a bond contract, and they really ultimately it was all gas because at the end of the day, we saw even with the NFL, anybody's can be moved. Quarterbacks can move. Wide receivers can pick up a bag, right? Defensive wait till pass rushers really want to do that. Like nothing, but you go back, taking it back to the NBA, like nothing. So when somebody tell me like, "Hey man, that kid signed up for what?" Dog, that is not a problem. It's only a problem this year. It's only a problem that they can't make a move this trade deadline.
Mm-hmm.
Best believe they can do it in off season.
Yeah,
they can make it happen. So to be chilling yesterday, or maybe it was the day before, to be chilling, and then you see the thing go across. KD requests a trade. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. I said, KD to request a trade, right? And the KD is that KD the only superstar in our lifetime. I'm older than you, but in our lifetime that we've seen in the NBA, like he's the only one like that. Like we've seen him move the teams, and like he could change. Like he's not I want to make sure I'm saying this right. We've only seen him do it. Like I'm not saying he's the only one that could do it, but like he can actually change the damn rhythm. He could change the NBA. Like he could change the favorites by one move, and the fact that he is the most plug-inable player of all time. He can go anywhere.
Great way to put it. Yeah.
So like to see that, the see that's like, damn, anywhere he go, really right now, like obviously because he's gonna pick a team. He perfect for any contender.
Anybody.
It don't matter where he go.
And he's the best player on every team. On every team, he the best player. He becomes the best player right away.
I say all that to say this. KD, my guy. KD, my guy. Like, anytime I want to make one of my blonde head friends Saudi, I tell him he the best player of my generation, like this generation. I'd say that, like, he all smoke. He better than he's the best guy I've seen of this generation. Yeah. So all I gotta do is say that to trigger my guys, right? Like he's the best guy I've seen.
Easy word.
But he's the one superstar that you could kind of poke at. Like nobody that good. You can kind of like if you want to, you could like, yo, man, you went to Golden State. They was already 72-10. You was down 3-1. People said that. Draymond looked at him and said, leave. We don't need you. We won without you. And then won again. Yo, they won again without him. Like, and then he can go and leave this team and go to, let's say you go to Phoenix. Let's say you go whatever. like, let's say he does go to Phoenix, right? You know the messed up part about him going to Phoenix?
What's that?
The messed up part about him going to Phoenix? Yo, Golden State's still there.
Still there, only getting better.
Golden State's still there. You know, next another fucked up. So his two narratives, right? Golden State's still there. And give AD 75 games and Bron there. Hey, man, KD, you don't want that smoke, man. Stay over here, man. Now, I ain't saying you got to stay with the Nets, but stay over here, man.
Stay in the East.
If that shit really do mean something, and I'm starting to believe that shit means something to him.
Yeah.
Like, did it touch him when Golden State won? All this and all that. And I ain't trying to say that's why he's trying to leave now, but like, what if he was really, and if you got the truth serum in him, was he really touched by Golden State winning? Like, niggas really did it.
Without you.
Niggas really did it. I left. Like, this has been a colossal failure where I'm at.
Yeah. I went from the most reliable team to the most unreliable.
I don't even, honestly, I don't want to hear, and KD's my guy. I don't even want to hear like, man, the franchise ain't got they shit together. Bruh, I don't know if we can get that from you, man. You left the best franchise in the league. You can't call out another franchise, man. You left the best franchise in the league. Like, who else can lose a KD and then 2 years later win again? Like, so I'm not for that. That's not me what I'm doing. But I was on the call talking to my guy earlier. I was defending and I was like, I stopped. I was like, see, man, he just a hired gun. See, man, he just and I'm like, he did it. And I'm like,
yeah.
But he gonna get moved.
Yeah.
You can't even, this ain't even the thing where you can be like playing hard like I was talking about. You can't play hardball. You can't be like, nah, man, you 4 years on you got no, man. Ben Simmons got to leave with his 4th year. He had 4 years on this contract. He didn't even play this year. So I don't know who in the Nets signed off on that shit to be like, yo, he passed the physical. He ain't even play. They gave up 4 ones for him. He ain't even play.
Damn.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, but with that, just to see that and see how the NBA move, right? Like, that shit crazy, man, that actually we in the time where KD can get traded. And he's gonna get traded. And wherever he gonna go, he gonna change the legit fortunes of that team. Like, meaning like, whatever you was, even if you was a championship team, you actually could become a great all-time team instantly. Like, he changed. Like, I don't think we've seen nobody like that. Meaning like, he's going to, like, guys leave for free agency. Like, even with Bron, he picked his team, right? He left, and then like he brought some guys with him, and then you had to see kind of try to jail or something like that. We never seen, like, in the NBA, we didn't see Barkley join the Bulls. Like, it's over now. Like, we never seen nothing like that. Like, we've only seen KD do that shit. I think they obviously probably back in the 60s and 70s, Wilt going somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, Wilt joining the Lakers or something. It probably was like, oh God, even though they lost 2 finals when he showed up, right? They didn't actually run through the competition. They lost 2. I think they lost 2 before they finally won one. Like, Russell beat him in his last game. And then and then your boy walked off in the Garden. Big Willis Reed. He did a little, Willis Reed. They always show that clip, and then he finally beat whoever he beat when they finally won. I think it might have been the Knicks. They might have lost to the Knicks and eventually beat the Knicks, but they only got 1. But at the end of the day, like, we never seen anything like that. But just to see all that noise that these boys then had, right? Whether between, Kyrie obviously re-signing, and then literally the next day, like, Kevin was like, "Nah, I'm good. Get me up out of here."
Wow.
Get me up out of here.
Just like that.
But it does become increasingly harder to defend, my guy.
Yeah. No, I'm in the same predicament. Because like you said, I'm a KD guy, man. And that, way you broke that down, bro. I can't. Yeah, you can't really break it down no better than that, bro. Because you're right, man. It's like the only analogy I can make, bro. Like KD's such a weapon, bro. That it's like, you know how you got the Transformers,
Yeah.
and they all got their own specialties. You know, some of them drive, some of them can turn into planes and shit.
Radios, all that shit.
Some of them, Megatron got the gun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, Optimus Prime. You know, you saying Optimus Prime with guns. He got swords and some of the movies.
Sidebar: didn't my man Megatron flip in the heat, and his man snatched him? Like Megatron would flip, and then his man was snatch him, like, and then he hold him like his own. Damn, yeah, fucks with Megatron. Yeah. Come on, see if I can pull that picture. Yeah,
KD is like wings, bro. Like whatever power you got, he just
yeah.
You go from having whatever you had to like you flying now. You got like booster jets on your back or something. Like he's such an upgrade to a team, bro. He's such it'd be like Voltron getting wings is what I meant. So I guess I use the Voltron analogy.
You know
what I mean? Like it's like
who the hardest out though from the cartoons from that time. But go ahead.
Shit, oh man, I ain't as big as like a Voltron guy like as most people, but yeah, like KD, but to go on with KD, man, KD is you're right, man. It's getting harder and harder to defend this because it's like, damn, because KD was, I think we talked about this, man. Like KD was doing everything he was supposed to do, right? Yeah. Like KD never really like forced his way off a team necessarily. No. He left in free agency. He played out his contract and was like, I'm done.
Yeah.
Hey, off season belong to me.
Yeah.
I'm the biggest prize. This is the first time that he really forced his way out, where he was like, hey man, I'm out. Now you can argue that he kind of did that with the Warriors because it's like
the last season was a lot of action.
That last season, man, he kind of was like
dramatic. It was
signaling
dramatic.
From the beginning, like, hey man, that's it for me. That's why I'm out. You even got him mouthing the words, hey man, see, that's why I'm out. You know what I mean? He let Draymond needle him into saying that shit, like, man, you see, man, that's why I'm out. So it's like, you're right, man. You're right. You can't ever speak about, I don't like the way the things are being ran here, man. You left the best organization, in all of basketball, one of the top 3 organizations in all of sports. You left the dynasty. You left the dynasty, the only dynasty we got right now in present day, the Warriors.
Yeah.
You then went to the Nets, and you teamed up with one of the most unreliable guys,
man,
in the league, bro. I'm talking about whether it be injuries or whether it be he taking some stance of the week or whatever. And I'm not to disrespect.
No, but it really is stance of the week.
Not to disrespect, because he do stand on them. You know what I mean? Stand on them. He don't he not playing when he doing this. He's serious, and he gonna stand on them. But damn, bro, like this is a guy who don't take basketball as serious as KD do.
Yeah.
Like KD show up. And if he hurt, he hurt. But if he not, he gonna show up. He gonna play out his entire contract and go into free agency. If he on an option, he gonna opt out more than likely. And go in free agency. Yeah. KD do play out his contracts. Kyrie is like, Kyrie been on 3 teams now. And the last 3 years? Yeah. So like 4 years. Yeah. Now KD going on his 4th team. And basically in the time of the Warriors dynasty, KD, this will be it'll be 4 teams. In the time of think about this. In the time of the Warriors dynasty, which he was a part of for 3 years.
Which he was part of.
he also been on 4 teams now. Once he get his new team this year, and we still in the Warriors dynasty. They still very much together. They just won one. So in this dynasty run that they've had, he been on 4 teams. He gonna be on 4 teams. Hey man, KD, you the common denominator. It's not these teams. It's not Draymond Green.
It ain't Draymond.
It ain't even Kyrie Irving, bro. You chose wrong with Kyrie Irving, but you chose wrong with James Harden, but it ain't even him. It ain't even, you chose wrong with Steve Nash. But it's KD, man. It's KD.
Somebody told me something earlier, real quick, and then how he still helped the Warriors. he got signed and traded. He did so when he left Brooklyn. There was a sign and trade. Right. I mean, when he left the Warriors, a sign and trade. Yeah, they got D'Angelo Russell and like a pick, or it might have been they got D'Angelo Russell, but didn't. Might not even been a pick. They was able to flip that. They go and get Andrew Wiggins, and then within one of the picks, they were able to get Kuminga. So that's how I was able to get. Yeah.
That's another no. But that's another amazing thing because think about this. Like you said earlier, KD the only player. That's another thing. KD the only superstar in his prime player that they actually get in. Like when they do move him, they probably gonna get like a really good return, right?
Yeah.
Or it's like it's crazy how he's been able to move, but he hasn't like left destruction in his wake necessarily, right?
Yeah.
He hasn't like when Shaq first left the Lakers, bro. Whoo, oh my God, man! First of all, they couldn't. It was no equal value trade for him at the time.
It wasn't even close. They was bringing that up today.
You couldn't do it. Like there was no place he was really gonna go to where they was gonna get anything close to equal value. But man, when they chose the Miami Heat, and we got Lamar Odom, we got Caron Butler, I think Brian Grant was in there too.
Maybe. I think Brian Grant was in that. Brian Grant was in that, and then it was number 1 and the number 2, Jordan Farmer, and some other guy.
Number 1 and the number 2. Man, when we got that, it was like we was in shambles. It was needless to say. Caron Butler didn't even want to play with Kobe, believe that or not. Thinking back now, like
yeah.
he didn't want to play with Kobe. You know, this was like
moving him to Washington, right?
Yeah, they moved his ass out of there quick. You know what I mean? I think that's how we got Kwame. I don't remember, but
that's exactly how that happened.
Yeah, so we couldn't even keep Caron Butler there. Lamar Odom at the time, he hated it because he had this whole he had this whole thing in Miami, man. He wanted to play in Miami, and they was kind of balling too before they took him from Miami. Like Miami was all right, like that was
a good land. Like in the second round of playoffs that Dwayne was, and I just heard today like they had really wanted Lamar. They had worked to get Lamar Odom. It was hard to get him in that spot. So like that's where everybody wanted to be, but like the Lakers the Heat wasn't going to give up Dwayne Wade. So they had to come back with somebody else who will give us Lamar Odom. Because the first call was Dwayne Wade. They was like, hell no. Hell no.
No, for an Asian superstar who not getting better, who not getting in any better shape. No. But they left us that trade left us in shambles. When KD left OKC, they wasn't the same team, but they were still very much a playoff team. Russell Westbrook, he went on to win the MVP. They wasn't in shambles. He left the Warriors. They like, all right, we're gonna sign Clay. Even Clay injury out 2 years. He come back his first full year. They win the championship. They still had Draymond Green. They still had Steph Curry. Steph Curry still leading the league in scoring. They was balling. They wasn't in shambles. He's going to leave the Brooklyn Nets. They might not be a playoff team next year. They're not going to be in shambles.
They're not going to be in shambles.
They're going to get a good return for this KD deal,
they
bro.
Smart, like I say, they doing what the kind of smarter teams are doing now, and understanding about how draft picks are assets, and then doing finagling this, moving numbers, going to get actually having a style of play, right? Like they have like when you think about that era when the Clippers that year when like whoever was before they had like Chris Paul and somebody, they got rid of all them. But this was the year right before Kawhi and Paul George came up, and then them niggas won 47 games because they had a style of play. They had like Pat Bev and blah blah blah. They made it to the playoffs. They were a competitive team, a good team, even though they had got rid of everybody. They had like some solid. They had an infrastructure in place. I'm not trying to big up the Clippers. I'm just saying like they had a hard hustling team. Like even like Brooklyn was right before they got everybody.
Yeah,
they had made the playoffs. They had a hustling. They was getting
Brooklyn
it in.
Was
and
decent.
Then
then they scrappy little team.
Scrappy, making the playoffs, doing a little thing. People was coming into their own. Levert, they had D'Angelo. Like people was trying to come into their own. If you're smart, you can make that happen again. You just won't be held hostage because this didn't work. This ain't like saying, okay, I got to give up. Man, look at what I'm giving. Hey, it didn't work.
It didn't work out, man.
Don't wait 5 years to try to. No, it didn't work. It's over. So let's see what we can do now. Because we gotta start this thing over again. Mm-hmm. It didn't work.
Yeah.
And the fact about KD, because usually other people use Shaq when Bron leave teams.
Yeah, same thing. Yeah, and I was getting there.
Destroyed.
Shambles. He guts the team. He give them like they call it like overhead. You know what I mean? Like they top heavy. You know what I mean? Usually that's what happens to a LeBron squad. They so top heavy, man. And then when he leave, obviously he leaves a void. But in this, and especially with the Cavs, which is probably the worst case scenario, the worstest of the cases. He left them the first time. They didn't even have like other superstars around him, right? Then he left Miami. They left a void because it wasn't like they did a sign and trade or nothing like that. So they didn't like get anything in exchange for him just leaving. So they ended up signing Chris Bosh. Chris Bosh, health go out of the window. Yeah. D-Wade was already agent superstar.
Keep it a buck. They had to overpay.
They overpaid him. He one of them dudes who got the max and where you like, oof.
Yeah,
I guess we just. I mean, it's either that or nothing.
Somebody got to get it.
Somebody got to get it. Yeah, like you know what I mean. He had to take it because he was older. They had to pay it because of the Players Association. So that was the situation. Even though like it's like, hey man, we either pay him or we got nothing. I mean, they ain't have no draft picks.
That's be the thing with the LeBron things is when he leave. Like, because they had to trade all their number one picks to go get like Shane Battier's, right?
Exactly.
To get all those kind of parts. They flush all that out, and they have nothing when he leave. They don't even have picks.
It's about winning.
Like the Lakers don't have picks. The Lakers don't have picks to 2027.
27, and they putting them up. they putting them up now for these little, fishing out these little deals and stuff.
If they want to trade Westbrook, they have to include.
You got to give up your 27. Yeah, I'm gonna take this 47 minute hit. I need that 2027 pick.
I need that 27,
and that's gonna be a nice pick too.
Yeah,
because that's gonna be a pick after Bron leave, after AD probably at the end of his career. AD probably by that time, AD probably be playing 26 games a year. That's gonna be a number. That's gonna be a top, like you know what I mean. That's gonna be a lottery pick. It's gonna be a great pick.
It's gonna be a beautiful pick, man.
Like literally, that's why Westbrook is gonna make it out this year. He might make it out the Lakers this offseason because of that pick.
They was praying like, help me do something stupid like don't take this 47. Genie up there with the Ramball, like.
Plinka.
They had somebody on the side with the champagne, like.
Not yet.
Not yet. Fuck.
Man, Westbrook. So, of course, man. I wake up this morning. Here come what is it? What's the show with Nick Wright and all them? First things first.
Yeah, first things first.
Man, them dudes just make this shit. There's sources say that the Lakers putting together a mega deal. I'm like, come on, man. Y'all do this every time, bro. Anytime any free agent,
man.
It was clickbait. That's exactly what it was.
TV did that shit, man.
Right. The TV show can clickbait, but that shit was clickbait. Usually you'll see that shit on like YouTube where it'd be like that little, where they had put a picture up of like whoever the free agent is for whoever it is, Bradley Beal, James Harden. They'll put him in the Lakers jersey, put him next to LeBron and AD.
Photoshop
And they have a they have a link to the video and shit. And it'll just be first things first and shit, you know. But nah, first things first. Went in there. Yeah, they putting together a mega deal. It's like, man, like y'all do this every time with the Lakers, man.
Clockwork.
It's like
ESPN did the same thing.
Bradley Beal, James Harden. Oh, maybe they can get them both. And it's like, what are you talking about, man? They just had to pay Westbrook $46 million. They got to give him up with a pick of that's 4 years away, 5 years away. Bro,
they was saying that when Irving opted in. So this is even before Kevin Durant said I'm out. Like, okay, there's a chance that they can get, because Irving really want to be. First of all, they was trying to fool us. Like, come on, man, stop. We smarter. Like I told you, but we're a smarter movie audience. We're a smarter TV audience. We also a smarter sports audience.
Facts.
They was trying to convince me that there was a chance that Kyrie Irving was going to take the mid. He was going to drop that 37 he was going to get and take the Lakers mid-level. And they was running like segments, not a clickbait ad. Segments. It's still clickbait, but they had segments saying that shit. And I'm like, come on, man, don't do me like that. Like, come on, I'm not that much of an idiot. Why I think somebody going to turn down $37 million? Go take a mid-level, what was it, 6'10"? One of them shits was 6 to 10. It wasn't 37. That's how bad he want to be with the Lakers, because he'll take. Okay, that's why he signed that shit. He wasn't going to even wait to the finish line. He was like,
nah.
"Oh, y'all not believing that? I'm gonna get this 37." Yeah. Then you fast forward the next day, it was like, okay, they might do Lakers are discussing a sign and trade, or they discussing a trade straight up for Kyrie because the salaries work for the. I'm like, okay, so they going Westbrook and Kevin Durant.
Yeah,
he left that nigga. He left him.
Come on.
You think he's signing off on that? You think they ain't even signing off? Like that could possibly happen? They got a package to get both of them. Where? Niggas trying to tell me like they could put AD in. I mean, the Nets not taking AD.
Nah, hell no.
They're not trying to take none of that. If the only thing they taking back is expiring contracts, if they gonna do all that, just so they can have it off the books for that. Give me some ones.
I'm not about to pay AD for the next 4 years, 3 years.
What?
And then he opt in at the end, and he hit me up for a $46 million hit. And he ain't even played. He played 36 games in 3 years. Get out of here, man. I ain't paying AD.
Stop that. Like it's three teams in sports right now that whenever this bullshit, whenever something happened, they throw their name out. They so bad about with the Lakers. Obviously, they historically done it with the Yankees. Every time somebody a free agent, even now, they just go, hey, he gonna be a Yankee. Like they just throw it in there. They just throw it in there. And then if you obviously soccer, Manchester United.
Oh my God.
Every time somebody, they didn't transfer. Hey man, they not signing nobody, man. They just not got that. They not that work right now. Stop telling me that everybody is signing for Manchester United when nobody's doing it to these days.
Not in their prime.
That was 2010. That was 2008, 7, and all that shit.
Yeah.
Fergie.
Literally.
It was Fergie. It ain't now. Fergie gone. They do it every time on that shit. And that's how the Lakers and Manchester United might be the worst right now in terms of who they saying every time it come up. When I was watching that shit was Brian Windhorst and all that, Wendy. And I'm like, what are you talking? You can't. Are they telling you to say that?
Nah, it's plants, bro. They plants. That's the LeBron plants, man.
I'm like, yeah, he definitely been one since day one.
Yeah,
but I'm like,
he a day one. He is.
He a day one. But like, no, they don't even have the numbers don't even match. They got nothing to give up. Like I say, their next draft pick is 2027. They don't have the arsenal in place to go get. But man, they can't wait to say, oh man, Dame Lillard going to the Lakers. Man, what they got?
Right. How?
What they got? Now, if you're telling me next year because they got all this cap space, great. Right?
Yeah.
And they got cap space and people could be free agents and all
Everybody
that shit.
off the books. Everybody's off
the books. Okay, then tell me that. And then maybe I might believe it. And then actually have it in a situation where it could possibly happen.
On top of you just think both these dudes want to just play? They had a dream. They had their own little dream to play together. Now yes, let's go get Bron another ring. Let's get Bron a 5th ring.
Let's go do that.
On top of all these other hoops you got to jump through.
Oh, they made up. He done made up with. He can go to the Clippers because he done made up with Ty Lue. Okay.
Yeah. Like what? Yeah.
Okay.
So don't get me wrong. That dude is sitting back somewhere thinking like, because he that nigga, he's the type of nigga. I'm just saying. I'm just saying hypothetically though. Hey Jeannie, hey Rob, hypothetically, I wouldn't do it because he a passive aggressive ass dude. So it's
yeah.
Hey man, I'm just saying. So I'm just saying. But what if though? What if we have to move?
Yeah.
Would AD have to go too? Or okay, all right. I'm just asking. Never mind. Do I believe that he having that conversation? Yeah, but it's not happening. No.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, man. And I've been because I'm with you, man. Like with the line you said earlier about Kyrie, right? Kyrie, on this premise for some of the things he stand for, on this premise, it's legit.
Yeah,
right? He just might not always be that. As you look back, like, oh, he's not always the best man. And then it's like sometimes life is just about, can I depend on you?
Right.
So you could tell me all the time, hey man, I'm feeding the homeless. I believe in this. I do that. I'm a great father. You can tell me all the things, but bruh, okay, that's great. But can I depend on you?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Can I depend on you? If we doing something, can I depend on you? I don't care about all the other stuff. That's great that you do it.
Yeah, hey man, I do it because you'll get them guys. Hey man, I do a lot. I'm yeah, man. But if I need you, bro, like you got me right. Like you're gonna be here next Tuesday.
Yeah.
If I ask you to be right, like yeah, man, I do a lot. You know what I mean? No, I heard you, bro. I heard you do a lot. But I get what you're saying. But go ahead.
But can I depend on you? And as we see now, like as I kind of value that as I get older.
Yeah,
hey, man,
absolutely.
I value that as I get older. I tell somebody in a minute, hey man, don't tell me about the labor pain. Show me the baby. I say it all the time. I don't want to hear all that extra shit, man. I need this now. Like I got you, well, you got me, right? Like let's move that way. As I get older, like I look at, like I say now, looking at somebody like Kyrie is like, as a, I told you, as a Laker fan, just keep putting a buck. As a Laker fan, I'm okay with missing out on that. I'd rather I'm okay right now with being like, oh, damn, he went to what's his name? They won 5 chips. Damn, I'm comfortable with saying that right now and being like, damn, okay, damn, we missed that one. Like, it ain't like draft. To me, it's like, it's worse than like if I miss somebody in the draft. If it's like, oh, you got Tua, you didn't get Herbert. Damn, man, you messed up. Oh, man, you drafted Trubisky. Oh, man, you messed up. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
I'm okay with that. I mean, I'm salty about that.
Right.
I'm kind of okay if I miss out on Kyrie. Like
hell yeah.
And I can't give him a bag.
No.
They just gave him 4 years and 180. And look what he did. He showed his ass.
Bro, you can't rely on this dude.
This ain't even the vaccination.
Yeah.
This ain't even about that. This is before that.
This is before
that. You hear about some of the shit like now, obviously when something happens, shit leak out. Like, man, I said he was pretty much like an asshole the entire time.
Yeah.
Like the entire time.
Let's cut out the vaccination shit. I want to say it was before the pandemic. But do we all remember where Kyrie just disappeared for like 2 weeks? Kyrie disappeared. Kyrie pulled a ramen. Bro. Hey man, I'm just gonna go on vacation, man. I ain't really, huh?
Oh,
Kyrie, we 2 weeks into we just started the season. Yeah, man, I know, man. I'm like, I really, I was looking at my vacation time. You don't get yo, bro. The off season was your vacation time. No, I was looking at my vacation time, and I was saying, you don't. Kyrie, you don't got vacation time, bro.
It don't work out that way.
Yeah, I was looking at my vacation days, though. Bro, you don't have any vacation days. You an NBA player, Kyrie.
Yeah, he was in work
Hey,
day
man.
trying to submit some shit. Like, dog, we don't use work days.
Taking a personal leave, man. Like, man, get out of here. So
wasn't that the same one where he missed it for 2 weeks, but then pictures surfaced up that he was doing parties like his sister's birthday. He was doing all
at some party, man.
Yeah,
like,
man, he was living it up, man.
He's not a professional guy.
No,
that's not debatable. Man. That's not debatable. That's not me hating.
No, it's not.
Because I like Kyrie a lot.
I do too, man.
He's not a professional guy. We've met people like this in our life.
Yes.
I encounter them all the time now in my industry.
Yeah.
Where you just like, hey man, them dudes cool to like hang out with. You can't do no business with them though. You can't work with them. You will hate it if they have to work under you.
Facts.
Man, because
bro, I got to get to the finish line. I deal with that. I'm with you, man. I deal with that shit a lot, man. I'm having issues now. I have to get to the finish line. Look, my name on that, bro.
Yeah.
I got to get this across the line.
Yeah, man.
Can I count on you or not?
And if
I don't care about all other stuff, man. If I don't care about
pulling the plug.
That's what I'm saying. Hey, man, good for you. Hey, man, that's great, man. You whatever you stand on or whatever it is, man. I don't care if I seen you catch a baby falling out the building. That is great, man. You a great man.
You're a great guy.
You are wonderful, man.
What's that? An S on your chest? A great dude, man.
It's like water flowing to the.
Yeah, I know. I mean, that's like symbolizes my house and all this.
That's great.
Yeah,
but you're gonna be here. Okay, 8:30 on Tuesday, and then you gotta. This needs to be done by 9:30. So you know, all right, man. Don't even worry about it, man.
Right. Hey, you good, man? Hey, man, listen.
I will disrespect a hero in the name of getting the job done. The job got to get done.
Thank you. I'll put it like this: a conventional lifestyle can be very valuable, bro. When you got to get shit done, an unconventional lifestyle can be very fucking annoying. So annoying when you depending on somebody, bro.
Yes.
When I'm depending on you and you start talking this unconventional ish, you start telling me like, yeah, man, well, I like to, man, I like to, I don't really I don't really like to show up on time, man. I don't really be
yeah.
I woke up this morning, man. I just, man, my vibe wasn't right, man. The universe was talking to me, man. And then it's like, again, bro, I go back to what you just said about I don't have a problem with missing somebody like Kyrie, man. And this is what I hate about, this is what I feel like LeBron James, I argue with people about this. And you could disagree with me on this. You might, but I feel like LeBron James does this. He creates these type of sweepstakes, right? Where you end up becoming this fan that's like, oh man, we're gonna get, damn, can we get him? And then like, nah, you're not gonna get him. Okay, all right. Oh, who available now? Every year we waiting on who we can get. Oh man, who can we add?
No,
damn. Oh, they free? They're free agent? All right. Oh, they talking about they might want to leave. Oh, Laker jersey. They come to LA.
I had to tell my guy. I say, talk to me at St. Patrick's Day. I don't want to hear that shit now. And I love you, but I don't want to hear it now. Holler at me at St. Patrick. You know what he does? I used this earlier in like one of our earlier episodes we talked about. I said it's kind of like Star Wars, where they can create stakes even if the shit trash. Stakes are always there. Like there's always some chase and there's always something going on. There are stakes. The shit can be terrible, but we know there are stakes.
Mm-hmm.
Bron can make it. Oh, we might such and such. Oh, they might. Hey, man, you just constantly like, yo, chill. Y'all gotta chill, man.
Y'all gotta chill, bro.
We could. Hey, man, he might want to. Bro, tell me how this gonna happen.
Yeah,
I said just holler at me at St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah,
holler at me at St. Patrick's Day and see where it's at. Because ain't none of this shit happening.
Ain't none of this shit.
But they get so many. It's so many. That's one of the weird thing about the new sports, like the shit on TV. They Draymond doing that thing about new sports and all new media and all this shit like that. But the worst thing about the traditional media that really is new now is everybody are plants. This is people are plants. So it's plants on each other. Everybody just trying to get a narrative out that they need to get out. Where it used to be just only teams can get it. And then some people have learned, like people like Adam Schefter, when it comes to NFL, like, I don't have to just get my shit from an owner or from a general manager because it ain't just about the teams. Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers got a story to tell. So let me just push out all his narratives. Right? He gonna do. All he did was sign an extension. All that fucking talk, and he signed an extension. He got the team by his. He just lost Devontae Adams. They got Randall fucking Cobb.
Exactly.
He signed all that talk and got Randall fucking Cobb because he donated people. But I'm not mad at it. They just putting plants. So it's like everything where everybody pushing a little narrative. So like when I turned the TV on today, and I was like, why all of a sudden everybody want to go to the? Why would anybody want to go to the Lakers now? The Lakers are, I'm a Laker fan. Lakers are a terrible fucking organization right now.
Horribly ran.
They are mismanaged, man.
Not before and after LeBron. This is before LeBron. Terribly ran.
Before him. This ain't him.
Even worse now with him.
They are brutal. Why would you go to Why would you go to the Lakers? And then sometimes people don't really want to talk that talk when you want to really break it down. Only person I heard say this was Giannis the other day. Why the fuck would I want? Like, look, if I ain't the superstars, why would I want to go give half my checkup? Go to California, and I love California. But why would I? Hey man, I'd rather play somewhere like in Dallas. If I'm like a good player, a regular player, send me to Dallas, send me to Florida, send me to the fucking in Washington. I go play. They only got a team now. My bad. I go to Portland. Don't send me to California. I'm not playing for the Lakers. I'm not playing for the War. I got to get bread because they taking my check.
Yeah.
I make $2 million, and then they take one of them. You think I could for real live in LA as an NBA player for $1 million? I know $1 million is a lot of money, but I can't do shit in LA with that. I got to go live somewhere for real. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Why would I choose that over Dallas? Why would I choose that over Miami? No state tax. Why would I go to LA?
I go to Orlando.
Why would I go to LA, man? Yeah,
run me my coin, man. I'm not getting that. Like, I'm just giving that up. Like, everybody ain't got that passion. There's only a select few that can go out there and do it. You get what I'm saying? Like, I can go live in LA. I can go live it up. You know what I'm saying? I can go do. Yeah, you get certain people. AD can go do that. Bron can go do that. Malik Monk can't do that.
Nah, which I was really so confused by his moves. Like, Malik Monk, what? He think I'm considering taking less. Fucking, do you just want to like what?
And that ain't for everybody, man.
Bro, my man said I'm considering. Hey man, I think, man, because hey man, we can make this work. If we get these pieces, man. I think I'll take less to stay. For what?
For what?
So you could say you.
That's why I asked you the other day, man. Is it about look, man? I run me my coin, and we'll figure that shit out later. Actually, I should be with a team where the organization is trying. Right, that ain't my responsibility. That's the organization's responsibility to make that shit happen. Yeah. But like, I gotta run me my coin. I'm not just getting like everybody not trying to go do that, man. You mean to tell me I can go, but depending on who I am, right? I can be in Milwaukee, and then I can have all my bread, and I'm on a great. You get what I'm saying? I'm on a great team. Yeah. I have a chance to win, and I got my coin. Like, this ain't my life, bro. Think about it, bro. As you've gotten older, think about your 20s and your 10s, or maybe even very early 30s. Like, that shit go by like this.
Yeah, bro.
That's just a small part of your life.
It is.
You get what I'm saying? That's just a small. Hey, man, I want to live. Yeah, you could live in anywhere you want, man.
Yeah.
Just don't do that. Don't make that the decision. Don't give up bread to go do that. You could come back there after your shit is.
You fucking it up for everybody. Like, bro, like you said, Milwaukee, like places like that you could take a hometown. You could take a hometown discount because you like, hey man, I'm in Milwaukee, man. Real estate is great here, man. I own like 6 properties,
like an hour away from Chicago.
Bro, you can't give up nothing in LA because they already taking half. You want to give up? You want to not make as much as you could have made just to stay there for what? Like, nigga, you got a movie deal we don't know about or something? Like, you on a lot somewhere, bro? Like,
you think your podcast gonna pop from over there? Like,
yeah,
I ain't trying to hear that, man.
You doing
Like, no,
improv or
no.
something, my guy? Like, what are you?
Every time they do that talking, somebody said they still doing it.
Malik Young, Malik Monk,
the Malik Monk show. Yo,
you at
like
the Comedy Store or something,
I
man. Like,
ain't trying to hear none of that, man. Nobody's. I hate when I have to say that to people. You know, like I say, I grew up a big Laker fan. I have to tell that to people, like, hey, man, everybody ain't trying to go there like that, like you think, man. It's just not the thing. They want to go, and you want to live. Everybody wants to live. Yo, yeah, but you know how much money you got to make. You know how everything got to be in line, and then they are not really the greatest organization. It ain't like right now. It's cool to go to the Rams. Drain chasing, this, that, and the third. Go there. You might go. You might have an opportunity to go get a chip. But they giving you a bag to come to the Rams.
oh,
You ain't got to lower your salary. You ain't got to be like. You ain't gotta
mid-level exemptions and all.
I seen one. They just brought that up. I didn't know we was gonna get into this talk, but it was like somebody because they suing a agent because they took a deal. It's God damn it, that's gonna mess with my mind. They took a deal a couple years ago, maybe several years ago, but somebody we know. They took a deal.
It's the NBA.
It's NBA. They
Is
had
it a big
deal.
man? It wasn't Bron agent, was it?
No, because I know Noel trying to get
it. Okay, yeah, I got
no, but this was actually a deal that was on the table. Oh no, it's baseball. Freddie Freeman.
Oh, okay.
Freddie Freeman. They just played. They played the Dodgers over the weekend. He went back.
Yeah.
I mean, he played for the Dodgers now, but they played the Braves over. He was the first baseman for the Braves. So they played them. He got his World Series ring and all this and all that. He in tears and all this and all that. So the story come out is he fired his agent because the Braves that offered him a deal might have been like 5 years, $140, $150, right?
Right.
Agent said it might have been like a buck. It might have been like a buck. It might have been about $138 million and $140 million, right? Nice little handsome package. Pause.
Mm-hmm.
So then, agent was like, "Okay, you're gonna have to raise that. You only got an hour, right? Without the consent of his client, right?"
Yeah.
They come up with a deal. I think they came up to like 140, 145. Wow. Nah, that's not good enough. So he ends up signing with the Dodgers probably for like, it was like 6 months. It was like one more year, 160 something. So on the surface, he got more money.
Yeah.
Right. But he really wanted to stay in Atlanta. That's where like hometown, he came up through the system. But when you do the numbers, and he had to defer some of the payment.
Oh.
So when you do the numbers, it was like, man, he missed out on like 20, 30 million just because of when you factor in the taxes, and they ain't even factor in like what he gonna have to buy a crib out in LA versus what he would have to pay for in Atlanta, right?
Oh, he done.
All the shit. It was such a substantial, like he actually lost money taking the LA deal, even though it was more money on paper. He lost money taking the LA deal than if he just would have stayed where he was happy and where he wanted to stay. Right. So I'm saying people, oh, you want to go to LA? And I love you. I love California. I love California. We talk about it all the time.
Right.
That shit ain't there for. So when they just say, hey, want to go to the Lakers? Like, nah, if people are smart about their coin, they just can't. No, I ain't. No. I want to give somebody 40 or 50% of my check just so I can say I played for the Lakers and they don't know what they doing. Nah, that ain't for everybody. But when you watch TV, man, they tell you everybody want to go to the Lakers.
Oh, they made
I didn't mean to go.
No, you're right though.
But I had just seen something like that when people, they go like, nah, man, I wanted to stay in Atlanta, bruh.
Yeah.
And my coin went longer in Atlanta. I didn't have to get a new house, and I could have retired there. I was good. This is my team.
Hey, man,
they got to fire his agent because of that.
He should have fired his dumb ass too, bro.
Fired his agent, like
you got me caught up, bro. Why would you even do that, bro? You got me to. They didn't want to pay me what I was. Yeah, you know what was going on, man. Got me locked up in LA, man. On some dummy.
Your boy knows Noel ain't gonna never get his bread. That's the thing too. He gonna never. It was like 80, 90 that he turned down. He's never gonna get that.
He's never gonna see that, man. Never.
That's what I've been thinking about your boy, the guy with the Lakers, the German dude with the Kwame shit.
Wagner.
No, the German guy.
Oh, you talking about
Schroeder?
Yeah.
Dennis Schroeder. He turned down that 84. He will never
see that shit. Oh, that hurt. Because he turned down the Lakers, right?
The Lakers offered him 84. He will never see that. He could play for 20 more years and won't see
He'll
84
never
because
see
he's always gonna get $5 million deals now
Yep.
to the end of time. Like he gonna have to play as long as he can to make up that 84 that he will never see that.
He never will. No.
They told you what we thought. Like this was, hey, bro, this is what the league think about you. You're an $84 million player. Somebody told him no. Is more for you out there. And all he had to do was talk to me like, bro, you a point guard playing with LeBron. You will never have a ball. You will never have a ball in your hands. You're not a shooter.
Nah.
You're a point guard and you playing with LeBron. It's over for you, dog. Take that 84.
Yeah.
Have it in a way where you can actually still get traded. You get what I'm saying? Like, so then you
because you can't get traded.
You
can get you getting out is not you still can get out and get that money. You can do both. You want to get out, you want to get from under LeBron, cool, fine. That's great.
You gotta take that 84.
Hey man, get that 84 million that they left on the table.
That's never gonna see that.
You left it on the table.
You left it on. That's your bad.
They took it back. But they had it for you on the table, bro.
It was there.
They put it on the table, left out the room, like, all right, man.
Yep.
Go ahead, man. Take a look. Just take a look at it. Just look at it. We'll be back. Came back, man. You had already left the room. So it's like, oh, he ain't want the 84.
He ain't want this 80. Take a time. Like, we're gonna take it. Like, nah, we're gonna decline. We're gonna play out what we do and then see how it, like, for the one player that it usually works out for, you get 5 or 6 where it don't work out. Like, hey man, they telling you what your value is.
Yeah,
right.
You'll never see that.
Worked out for Jalen Brunson. Right. He worked out for him. He got a hell of a bag for what he brings to the table.
He with the Knicks now. Right?
He went with the Knicks. He got like 4. Yeah. He like 25, 30 million a year. You know what I'm saying? That worked out for him. Notice Noel, not so much.
Nah.
Because he had like one of the things like that. He had like an 80 million on the table. Now he just getting mid-level exceptions. He's suing Rich Paul. Because he has to. Man, yo, you told me you said I had another deal on the, because you got to tell, like, where's the other deal at? Don't tell me I can get another deal.
Show me the other deal.
Judge with the Yankees.
Aaron Judge.
Aaron Judge. Aaron Judge. He putting like 40, 50 homers out a season. So they told him 270. He was like, nah, I'm cool. I'm cool on that 270 because I'm going to go get 300.
Yeah.
270 is tough to give up.
You're going to pay me, bro. Yeah.
He puts up 30, 40, and 50 a year.
Yeah.
Rocking for an arm in right field.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying? That's a bet on yourself. Like, that's being honest with yourself.
Yeah.
I'm an MVP level player.
That's a good bet on yourself. You know, you like, I'm a beast. But when you dicey, when you like AD wasn't taking no bets on himself, man. They offered him that little, max deal. Yeah, I'm taking that. Taking it.
That's the thing I wonder about KD. Back to KD. Is why he signed a 4-year extension. Like him and Bron and like a couple guys, they at that level where they need to be taking player option deals. Like maybe because he popped his Achilles, he was like, I'm gonna go ahead and sign for another 4. I'm gonna go ahead and take the security.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Because, like, dude, you just signed it this past offseason. Like, shit was south. It didn't just get south.
Nah, it was already in the south.
Yeah. It was already south as an organization. They didn't just get bad. If they were bad, they were bad at that time. You get what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I know James left. James and Irvin had their problem. But I doubt Irvin's practice habits and the shit he was doing started this season. That shit was last season. This nigga was a foul dude, man. He was an asshole. And then if he showed up to practice, he was like, okay, y'all practice, let's do another practice. Nash practice trash. I'm gonna do my own practice with y'all. Like, he been doing that shit.
He been a trash teammate his entire career.
All
the way back to Cleveland before Bron got there. Bron managed to mold him into something.
Yeah.
But then what'd he do to that? He turned his nose up at that. You had Bron in his prime. All you had to do was say, hey, you know what? I'm going to resign. Bron probably stay in Cleveland. All the advice he had given you, everything, all the game he gave you for free. Nah, man, I'm gonna be my own man. I'm gonna be my own man. He did that with no real plan in place. He just, I'm just gonna go to Boston, man. I'm gonna be my own guy.
Yeah.
Cool. He get to Boston. They got some young guns there. They ball out without you. They win without you. They get better without you. You finally get KD now. Y'all, this is your third chance now. Third chance. How many people get 3 chances at like a great situation? You have Bron first. You have Boston, prestigious organization. And you say what you want about the fans, but
say what you want about the fans.
What you want about the fans, but you had a nice little situation getting Jason Tatum. Everything they got there now they had when he was there. Everything they had, man. You left that, and then you get the best player in the league. Second, one of top 2, and I'm not 2.
And I'm not 2.
Who had just left 2 finals MVPs and 2 championships in 3 years with the Warriors. You get that. You blow that. Oh man, I don't want to get vaccinated, man. Nah, but don't even use that because I didn't get vaccinated, so I agree with that shit. But you're
also not part of a team like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm
just, you know what I'm saying? They needed you, bro.
They needed you, though, bro.
They needed you, man. Like they got it, man. They needed you, man.
But before that, though, he was even before the pandemic, he was like, man, I think I'm just gonna take a vacation, man. I'm tired, man. Tired of shit, man.
Like everybody had their choice, whatever depending on whatever your job required, whatever your lifestyle was about that. But they needed that was a team, bro. Like you let that shit go when you part of a team, man. Like you don't do the team thing. Like you got to choose another career. You was part of a team, man.
You was a part of a team.
Same side, they did a parallel about that.
Harden out there.
On the other side, Harden got the shot. Durant got the shot. Do you think any of those Lakers could have not got the shot and LeBron got the shot? None of them wanted to do it, bro. Bron got the shot. We all getting this shot. We on this team, man. Like that's my only thing about it. Like I say, man, nobody got to do that shit. Like, but
you on the team,
bro. You're on the team now. Like,
you're on the team.
Like,
y'all have
Wiggins didn't want to look at Wiggins. He didn't want to do that shit. They did the parallel. Like, it was like, look at Golden State. Wiggins was adamant, man. Plus, he a Jehovah's Witness, man. That's like a different thing they got. You know what I'm saying? They like he Jehovah's Witness, right? He ain't want to do none of that shit, man. Now he about to pick. I'm not saying the shot guy. I don't want to do that. The shot didn't get him a bag. But look at the narrative on him that changed, man, because he was part of a team.
He made a sacrifice and he
go play tennis, man. What's my man Jokic? He can't even play in some of these finals, but he didn't want to get. That's okay. He didn't want to play, so he can't play in the Australian Open. He wasn't even rusty, so he got waxed by Nadal in the French Open.
Sacrifice.
You know but you're part of a team, man. You're part of a team, man. You
got to sacrifice when you're on the team, bro. You got to sacrifice when you're on the team.
You're on the team, you got to sacrifice, man. It just is what it is.
Hey, bro. Nobody can motivate this dude, bro.
When you look at it, because it's always like, okay, damn, they get at Westbrook, like, man, look at the guys he played with, and then they get at some, like KD, man. Damn, you left Steph Curry for Kyrie, like that might be a legacy, but you just brought it up a good way. Hey, man, look at who Kyrie fucked over.
Yeah,
he fucked over Bron. He fucked over Tatum. He fucked over Durant. You fucked over some greats, bro. Like fucked over, bro.
You can't.
Like you wasn't a good teammate to those guys, man. Them greats, bro. You throw Harden in there if you want to.
It don't get worse than that.
Woo, that's tough, man. That's a tough.
You went from you got one chip with LeBron. You've played now with what's looking like it's gonna be at least 3 Hall of Famers. I'm thinking Jason Tatum gonna be a Hall of.
Yeah,
he got a long way to go, but
yeah. Oh, that's a whole nother topic. I got a topic about that. About that.
He got a long way to go. You know what I mean? Definitely, and Tatum got his own little quirks and stuff too. That team was kind of like ahead of themselves a little bit.
It probably was a year too early, right?
They was a year too early, man. But hey, bro, they was better without you.
It was better, and it was you could see it. It was tangible.
Yeah, like they clearly were better without you.
Rozier not a better player than you, but they even that season they were better without you, man.
Better without you, bro.
They were better without you.
It's like, come on, man. Like you can't. I don't even know how any organization could trust Kyrie.
Yeah.
At this point, why would you invest anything in this guy?
Yeah.
Why? Like when they was talking about how he was going to opt out, who in their right mind would have gave this dude a max?
Off a real track.
Why would you even do that? Like for what? He don't screwed over the 2 out of the top 5 players in the league. He done screwed them over, man. Hey, man, Harden and KD, they believed they could have won the championship last year, bro. Kyrie was like, I'm not getting no shot, man.
Yeah. I know it was the team thing. The whole team got it. The whole team got it, man. Staff, the owner, everybody that worked, everybody there at Barclays got it. That was the only thing, man. Like
the whole staff.
I'm in the
shop. Lunch lady.
Man, he's sticking up. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna let y'all. I'm listening to him. I'm like, nah, man, he's on the platform, but he's not, because his people he's sticking up for either had to get or they lost their job. He didn't lose his job. He just couldn't play. My point is, but I didn't want to get into that. Like that's everybody's personal belief, and great. Like that's cool. Like I get it. He was on the team. The lunch lady got it, bro.
The lunch lady got it, bro.
The lunch lady got it.
Clerk got it, man.
The
personal trainer got it. GMs when it got the jab. Everybody got the jab, my guy.
When KD got it, you were supposed to be right after him.
That's when you were supposed to say, like,
KD hey, don't get it. Hey man, KD not getting it. Let's see what y'all gonna do.
Yeah, I ain't getting no shot. And
KD
ain't getting
that shit. But once KD got it, hey man, what nobody in Golden State not getting that shot if Curry didn't get that shot. That's Curry got the shot. Bro. You get what I'm saying? Once Curry got the shot, we got to go get it, man. Once Curry got the shot, I got to go get the shot, man. That's just teammate stuff. Like some people ain't never been part of groups and part of teams and don't understand that. Like, man, like once they got to go, we depend on each other. We got. We depend on. This is the goal, man. Now I understand. Maybe we want to. If we are the Oklahoma City Thunder, like, man, we ain't trying to win shit. Hell no, I ain't getting that shot.
Getting a shot.
This ain't our season, man.
You had a window, man. That's what we talk about. We talk about windows.
That's it.
That was y'all window, bro. Windows closed quick, man.
It's over.
You had James Harden, who was balling, even though before he started, little injuries kind of slowed him down. He was out there carrying them. Dude was a point guard, man. He's the best. Y'all finally had a point guard. You wasn't a point guard.
You're not a point guard.
You a gun. You know what I mean? You a weapon. Y'all had a point guard in James Harden who still could score, man. Y'all had KD playing at the top of his game. Finally came back healthy enough to play at the top of his game. Hey, man, this nigga, man, he was not gonna get this shot even if he still was somehow with LeBron, he wasn't gonna get this shot. Hey, Bron could have got like you said. Once Bron got that shot, everybody was getting a shot. Hey, man, Kyrie wouldn't have got the shot.
Hey, let's keep it a buck, man. And I dog it. Once Bron got that shot, the league supposed to got that shot.
The league was supposed to get the shot, man.
If Bron got it, y'all got to go get that shit, man.
Just like when Bron, Pat Bev said, hey, man, Bron playing, we all playing. Yeah.
Hey, man, when they did the bubble for Bron, because that bubble was for Bron.
That was bubble for Bron.
Man, you got to show up, man. Go get that shot, man. Oh, if he don't get the shot, then we ain't got to go get it. Like, nah, it's cool. Make Bron go get that shit. Y'all ain't going to make Bron, I ain't getting that shit. But what's Bron said?
You know he did a press release, too. Yeah, you know, I got it. You know what I mean? Hey, it wasn't that bad. I mean, it wasn't that. It wasn't a big deal.
All you got to do is fake hyped off some music and shit with his Dewey on, like no waves.
All these goofy ass, like over exaggerated moves and shit. Like he's just awkward looking motherfucker, man.
You can listen to anything that drop, man. It's the hardest thing ever.
Like
he do that shit. What the fuck? Them ain't bars, man. I mean, somebody like them bars, man. Them shit ain't bars, man.
They're not bars, bro. But yeah, man. Like,
man, Kyrie,
he wouldn't have got it, bro.
No, he wouldn't. Hey, man. He was. There was nothing. It was not if everybody had to read something, he's just contrarian. Like I told my guy, as a personal contrarian, I know one when I see one. I've had to like, yo, man, you can't be different from everything, nigga. Sometimes it's okay. It's okay, man. Like water is wet. Like you don't gotta disagree about the water being wet.
You gotta
have to go against everything.
I'm not a contrarian, but I feel like I can recognize one. And the thing about a contrarian is, hey man, you gotta have a path, man. Yeah. You gotta have a path out of that shit. Like you gotta be able to reverse, like, you know how you you gotta like, bro, I gotta be able to get out of there, bro. Yeah. No matter how deep I go into my contrarianism. Hey man, I ain't getting no shot, man. Yeah. Hey man, I don't believe that the earth flat, man. Hey man, I don't believe that we hey man, I think we the original Asians and all this shit. Like whatever man, Asiatic black man. Yeah. Like you got all this shit. It's deep down the rabbit hole that you go, man. You gotta have a path to get out of that.
Yes.
You can't go so far into this maze of contrarianism that where you like.
You can't plant, man. You can't plant when you're doing that, man. Sometimes you gotta know, okay, it's okay to fold too, bro.
Yeah.
That wasn't the one you was gonna win, bro.
Nah, bro. You got lost, man. You was so far on that, bro, that you ended up screwing over KD. That was KD's window.
That was it, man. That was
his chance. He could have got one. He could have got one before, especially when Giannis won it with Middleton and Holiday.
And Holiday, bro. What's the dude with the goggles and shit? Hitting the three.
Goofy looking motherfucker.
Yeah. Goofy ass nigga.
And Brook Lopez, my God. Like that was, hey man, that in the way, and you was, and by the way, like y'all was cooking them before they was embarrassing him before he got hurt. Before
he twisted that ankle, did whatever there was. It was over. They might have swept Milwaukee.
They might have swept Milwaukee. It was embarrassing.
It wasn't even close.
So for you to come back the next year and be like, I'm taking a stand.
He threw it all away. Yeah, it was the stand about it, man.
I'm taking a stand, man.
You know what's crazy? Bro. You said something earlier. My bad. I didn't mean to cut you.
No, you good.
We was talking about something earlier. I ain't gonna put it on wax. But be careful what you do kind of conversation. It's like sometimes you just gotta make a move. You move in silence, because had he did what he did and didn't make it a public thing, that shit might have, man. Because you might have forced those people to be on the stand now. They want to go capitulate for your monkey ass.
Exactly.
But if it wasn't about you and I'm doing this for this, you just was chilling. Man, that shit might have ended earlier, man.
Yeah.
Because they wasn't going to save face. They wasn't going to cancel that law because of your monkey ass.
Nah.
You what I'm saying?
Nah.
But maybe, I ain't trying to
but no, you're right.
Chill. Yo, this my personal belief. I'm just chilling. You could have put some, I'll praise do Allah. You could have did all that and just been quiet.
That's a great point.
Because he went out his way to make it a thing. And all he had to do was chill. Because it was a stupid law. Right? Yeah. I can come and play in Barclays. I could be out of town, none of that shit. But if I live in the city or work in the city, it was a stupid thing. But had he just been quiet and chill, man, they might have canceled that shit. You come back. But he made a scene.
Mm-hmm. I was watching. My bad. That was a good. You're right, man. Like, I was watching. I've been on this mob kick lately, man. I've been watching fucking mob movies for like 2 months now.
Yeah.
I watched Gotti a few weeks ago.
Travolta,
I watched
right?
the Gotti, not the one with him. Nah, the one with Armand Asante. He played Gotti. It's the one from HBO. Came out in like 96.
Okay.
There's a part in the movie, like you're right, where Gotti kept beating him in these cases, right? He kept he beat the FBI case. Yeah, he was a Teflon Don, man. He beat a RICO case and shit.
Yeah.
Hey, man, he walked out of the court. He doing interviews with the media and stuff. Like, man, I don't know why the FBI think they can, touch me, whatever. You know what I mean? Teflon Don and all this, man. Hey, man, the Don pulled him to the side. Like, who was it? I think it was like one of his what they say, the consigliere. It was a consigliere. It wasn't his consigliere, but it was the consigliere for the Don who had just like passed away.
Yeah, Genevieve.
And who had retired. Yeah, so he went into his little bagel shop and was like, he pulled him in there like, hey man, you beat these guys, man. why you bragging? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm paraphrasing, but he's
Yeah.
like, hey man, you beat these guys, man. You keep rubbing it in their face, man. They gonna get you eventually.
Yeah.
He like you know what I mean? He's like, why he's like all these $2,000 suits you wearing. He's like, man, you thumbing your nose up at the FBI. He's like, you keep doing this, man. You beat these guys, bro. Quit making a scene.
Yeah.
You know, eventually, long story short, they end up getting got it. You know what I mean?
Got him.
Yeah, I agree.
He was loud with it. He was loud with it when he was winning.
Yeah, he was loud.
He was loud when he was winning. Yo, chill, man. You got to chill.
That's what same thing with Kyrie, bro. It's like, hey man, chill, bro.
Yeah.
Chill. I'm fighting for the little man and all this stuff. And
Voiceless.
I get that, man. But when you start doing that shit against leagues, which is translation for old white money.
Yeah, money.
It's just old white money. It don't matter if it's the National Football League, the National Basketball Association, the Major League Baseball. Hey man, when you start thumbing your nose up at old white money, they're gonna make an example out of your monkey ass. Especially when they had this country on their side, man. It's funny now that that's another conversation about how like these people are about, you know, what you could do with your body now. But anyway, before the country was like a majority of the country was like leaning towards, hey man, you should get the shot, you should get the jab, man. And some people even believe that it should be mandated that everybody get the jab.
Yes.
So for you to go against the grain so hard, but like you said, it's one thing to go against the grain and you chilling with it where you like, because a lot of people did that. A lot of people you didn't even know they stands. You just was like, hey man, because if I know that you didn't get the jab, that means you probably was that guy who was like, you standing on it too hard. Like if I like, because you walk into a room, you don't know who got the jab and who was for it and who wasn't.
No.
You know what I mean? Me myself, I try to maintain like I was somebody who very much was just like, because that shit was like, because I know at my company, it was very much also like almost like they tried to suggest, very strongly suggest
a strong suggestion.
They couldn't come out and say like, hey man, you either get this or you probably gonna lose your job.
Yeah,
you had to like and if you was easily intimidated, a lot of people folded and was like, all right, I go get it, man, because I don't know what y'all, because they'll try to be like real ambiguous with it. Like, I mean, I'm just saying, I mean, it'd be a shame if like veiled threats almost like
100%.
I would hate for you to lose your job over something like that. They love saying that. I mean, I would hate for you to lose your job over something like this. I mean, something so simple. I mean, I would hate for you to lose your job. You know what I mean? What do you mean about that? What do you mean by that? I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I would hate for you to lose your job for not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so you know, if you was kind of like a weak-minded person, you would just be like a weak-willed person.
Yeah.
Which a lot of people was like, all right, I'll go get it. I'm not saying that those people wrong for doing that. What I'm saying is
some people don't want smoke or conflict, man. It's a lot
exactly.
Of
some people like,
man,
none of that. Get it, man. Yeah, you know, hey, man.
The easiest, the least path of least resistance.
Exactly. And there's nothing wrong with that.
People are like that, man.
There's nothing wrong with that, man.
And that had a lot to that was one of the things, right? Like, okay, whatever. I don't want no smoke. I'll just go ahead and
I'm gonna get it. You know what I mean? And it's cool if you did. You know, but and let me kind of walk that back a little bit. I'm not saying that people who got it, like, you ain't have to be like that. You can be strong-willed or whatever. You can be whatever you are. Like you said, some people like, man, I don't make a big deal out of shit. I'm gonna get whatever. And then me myself, I was like, I don't make a big deal out of it. I'm not gonna get it. But hey, man, if it comes down to it, I'm not ever gonna rule it out. Yeah, I can get it. Just, you know what I mean? Like, you know,
bro, even if you had the thing about the shit now is the thing about this kind of get lost in things. It's like even if you will be strongly against it. That's your personal choice.
Yeah.
Problem is, like, for both of us, whether we was or not, we don't have to let everybody know how we feel about it and judge the people around us about it. Yo, man, you go get that shit. I might look at you, man. You's a dumb motherfucker. Like, if I wasn't, but I'm like, that's for me to feel. Yeah. Right. Or if I got it and you don't have it, I could be like, you's a dumb motherfucker, or one or the other. Like, it didn't need to be something that like needed to be on the front page, and we had to like. I was uncomfortable when I was here when the reporters thought it was cool enough to ask it. Like, man, you asking people like you clickbaiting people ask, are you vaccinated? Like, that's none of your business, man.
That's really
like
not.
It was just trash that they was in the league where because of the gambling. They have to disclose all that stuff, right?
Yeah,
like they kind of have. And the problem is, and like I have to tell some of my guys when we talking, like it ain't the same rules for you and myself. Unless like if you're either in unions or whatever, you understand there's different things that are collectively bargained, right? So like once you do that, you give up different rights. Yep. Hey man, they should be able to go wherever they want to go. No, they can't because they're collectively bargained. I mean, they can't be mad people was leaving the bubble. Yes, they can, because they collectively bargained that these were the rules. This was agreed upon. Nothing is in place without it being agreed upon. They can't pull that on us guys. Yeah. So the things, anything they can do or can't do is bargain. It ain't the same rules for you and me because we're not in a situation where we collectively bargain. You know, we might be in unions or whatever, then there's different rules for that. They can't just fire me for this, but also I can't just go choke my boss, right? Like there are different things that are just different, you know, because of different rules. But so they have to give their status up. And it was like, why do I have to give my status up? Because that's what they do, man. They got all that. So they got to say if they broke a hand, they have to say that they broke a hand. They can't not say that they hurt their pinky. They can't not say that there was a domestic violence case at the crib. Like all that shit is for public consumption, not for really for you and I, but you know, like for gambling and all that. Really, just keep it a buck.
Yeah.
I just think that back to Kyrie, not to go on a slope. I just think back to Kyrie. He had his right. He just kind of should have been quiet about that. Like you're not.
When you put on the cape, you know,
your voices people lost their job. So you doing everything you want to do. They lost their job if they didn't get poked. They lost their job. There's nothing you could do about that. So the stand he was on, he wasn't on for those people, right? Right. Like it wasn't like they had a choice, like you keep your job or you don't. Now had he was about to lose his job, yes, you were standing on something. Like, oh, if you don't get the poke, you out of your case, breach your contract, right? Breach your contract. I'm gonna go ahead. Okay, you was but you didn't really lose, like they lost. Some people really lost their job.
Yeah, they did.
Like it's over, right? They don't have it, and they was in the city. They probably had to move to go get another job, right? Like because they couldn't go work in the city.
Some people.
So I was just thinking not to turn it into that, but ultimately, like I just feel like he should have been. Had he been quiet, he might not have destroyed the team. Because to your point, the year before, they was literally an ankle injury away from winning the title.
And maybe even by like dominant fashion. You know?
I'm saying they was going to smoke. They smoked Boston.
You smoked the would-be champions. You was smoking them.
They played Boston in the first round.
You was embarrassing them.
I know Tatum had like a 50-point game in one of the games. I think that's the only one they won. Smoked them. They was about to smiddle Milwaukee. It wasn't even close. They was spanking Milwaukee, bro. And it still went 7. And Harden was kind of hurt. Or whatever.
Harden won 100%. Yeah.
They was about to smoke Milwaukee. They was going smiddle Atlanta.
Smoke Atlanta. Oh my God. Oh my! They was gonna sweep them. They was gonna sweep them.
Gonna smoke Atlanta.
And then you probably was gonna beat the Suns in like 7, if not 6.
Milwaukee went 6. I give them 5-6. I go 5-6.
With
a healthy Kyrie,
you had nothing for KD. You had nothing. You had nobody to touch KD.
Nah,
it was over, bro.
They would have traded 8 in this offseason because they wouldn't have been able to play him. No, they don't want 8 in the shit. 8 made it to this season. And they didn't give him his bag. He wouldn't have made it because they wouldn't have been able to play him. They would have got him off the court. He wouldn't have been able to play.
Ayton really is a player for a different time, man. He like 25 years too.
He was born
late.
Too late. Shit. I look at some guys, they were born too early. He was born too late.
He was born too late, man.
Like his skill set, what he brings to the table is just not something unless like a team want to like buck a trend and like this is how we want to I guess it was one of the things I didn't understand. Like Monty Williams kind of messed up at the end when it came. Like he saw a situation where they couldn't keep Chris Paul on the court against Dallas. Dallas was hunting him. He could not play against Dallas. Like Chris Paul could not play against Dallas. Like, and they was playing small, but it's like, damn, do Ayton really got a game where he can abuse people that's playing small? Like I could keep him on the court because they can't stop Ayton. He don't got like I can't stop you kind of game. Like I just dump it into him. Like, okay, I can't run around those screens and chase such and such down. But in the same fashion, Dallas couldn't take Looney off the court, right? But
right.
Golden State, well, he can still defend. He can switch and defend like a Luka. He won't get abused. Where like they couldn't play him. So it's like he, like you say, he from a different time. He really is from a different time and went number 1 in that draft. Like, but he is from a different time. That like I don't know. Because he's not like David Robinson. He's not like a David Robinson game where he can like take 2 dribbles, dunk on you, pull up for the mid-range. It take him a long time to get that shot off.
It does, man. And it ain't pretty necessarily.
It ain't pretty. He ain't got a smooth
don't look
game, man.
Nah, this ain't a smooth, bro. He's very much an up and down guy. He a south north guy, man.
Hey,
like,
man, he went up against Giannis, man. And Giannis Giannis,
hey, man, you know what?
Paid, man.
Hey, man, he an up and down guy, man.
Hey,
man, Giannis can go east, west, north, south, bro. Like, Giannis can do 360, 180, 720s, man.
Giannis
you know what I mean?
Giannis can't run point and play center.
Hey, man, Giannis waiting for the ball, B. He waiting for the inbound pass.
He's the primary ball hander.
Taking it up, and he looking at the dude who gave him the inbound pass. Like, what took you so long, man?
Yo, he running the offense, man. He getting this team in the sets, man. That's just like an evolution. Like he looking at them like, man, that's the evolution of what I should have been, man, because I can't do that.
Yo, bro, he's so nasty with it, bro. He like a 2-guard, bro. He like a 2-guard who bringing the ball up the court.
Yeah,
he like ain't a point forward.
No,
a 2-guard, man.
When people were saying stuff even last year, I was just like, man, y'all looking at him wrong, man. He's not a wing. He's a big guy who can do that shit. He got guard skills, man. But you understand that man, like nasty, 270, man. Like that's a man right there, bro. You just got to understand he can do this other shit. But he a slasher.
Yeah.
But he biggest hit. Like he the reason Ayton didn't get paid. Ayton was about to get paid because I think who they play in the Western Conference Finals, man, they played God dang,
who they play, man?
Well, was it the Clippers? Because maybe Kawhi.
Yeah, it was the Clippers. No, it was the Clippers. Yeah.
So
because the Clippers game around for their money, but
yes, they did.
Kawhi got hurt. Yeah, he got hurt.
Yes, he did. I don't even think Kawhi made it to the Kawhi. I don't even think Kawhi made it in that series. I think it was like pandemic P.
No, he was out. He was out
because he got hurt in the Utah series.
They made it to the finals without him.
What's the name? Yeah, because he got hurt in the Utah series, but they won the Utah series.
Yeah, he blew his he blew his ACL out. Yeah.
Right in that Utah or something like that. Something I don't know if it was
towards ACL.
It was something. It was some kind of CL, and then they played. But he had got like the game winner in the game 1, a little tip dunk or whatever. He was looking good. He looked good all Western Conference playoffs. Then he had to play Giannis.
Giannis was catching oops on him and shit.
Oh man, he was blocking this shit.
Man,
it
was like we can't pay you, bro. Like you don't even look like a starter against Giannis. You look like
that's a max player.
That's
that
a
guy
max
you just played against. That's a max. You're not that.
You're not a max player. That's the max player. That's a maximum. That's a guy you empty the bank for. I'm not emptying the bank for you. You up and down, bro. Yeah, special effects, bro. Mayweather used to say that about fighters. And shit. Man, you up and down, man. No special effects. Hey, bro.
Yeah.
You up and down, no special effects. Like nothing. Like you said, David Robinson. Man, David Robinson scored 50 points, bro. Ayton will never score 50 points.
Robinson got like a 71.
Then my bad. Yeah, I sold him short. My bad. You scored. You got a 71 game. You got a 71 piece.
Ayton ain't even.
Ayton will never do that.
He will never give you a 50 burger.
He'll never do that.
He ain't got. I don't even think he got a 40 in this game.
Nah, bro.
He might could get you a 32, and that's talking like he went to the line several times. There ain't no jump hooks. Ain't no creative, like you say. It's
No, my bad. You know what's bad? It's like I think what's fucked up is like remember how like big men used to be going to like the Dream and shit for them classes. Like I don't think the Dream old enough to. I mean, I don't think he's young enough to do that no more. Like I think he's too old to do that shit. And I don't think the Dream ever like implemented it to the point where it was like where he didn't pass that down to nobody that can do that for him. You know what I mean?
Now,
It would have been smart. Like I would like if he had like a young bull come up, like a big like he had a like an apprentice under him who can like hey man, you know Dream really don't come out here no more, man. I mean it's me now. You know what I mean? Where like somebody who had his moves down, like somebody who had his moves down, and they could, hey man, Aiden can go to that dude for like like Aiden should have been going to that dude for since his second year.
Yeah.
Like Aiden needed that 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Hey man, he need that. It probably ain't gonna work, but I'm just saying, like
they used to have when it was a thing. They had like the big man camp. I feel like I heard that on the podcast. Like I don't know, Dream was the Dream. Dream was so Dream that Kobe and them was going to go see him.
Hey,
man, you had guards going to go see the guy.
Brian went to go see him too.
They had to go see him. I think the only person that went to go see him and didn't come back with nothing, and they great was Dwight.
Dwight Howard.
I think Dwight went to go see him, but Dwight
didn't pick
up nothing.
I mean, yeah, nah. Yeah.
I think that and Dwight, like now in retrospect, I saw him on the podcast, and you just look at Dwight's resume. It's like Dwight should have been on that 75.
Yeah, bro, that's
a joke that he's not.
That was personal,
insult. Right?
That was personal. Yes, that's what I was looking for. That was personal. I don't know what he did. I think Dwight might have pissed some people off. You know, he took like a real strong stance with his religion and all that shit. I don't know what it is with Dwight.
Something happened.
He rubbed somebody the wrong way, and that was personal, bro. He should have.
That was personal. Dwight 75, man.
Yeah, get out of here, man. You know
Dwight 75, man.
They know. They know 75. Dwight easily 75.
I don't know what happened, but Dwight 75, man. It's like I think they got like it's guys that I like. I like Dame. Dame not a 75 over Dwight. I don't even think AD is 75 over Dwight, man.
Not yet.
I don't know. AD not a 75 over Dwight.
He's not. He's not. I said that as soon as I saw that, I'm like, wait a minute. Why is AD on the list, bro? And then I'm like,
he's not a 75.
Powell ain't on the list?
Yeah. It was like it's guys that should be on that 75 that wasn't like, hold on, man. Y'all putting people who just got in the league on the 75, man. I'm surprised Luka wasn't on there, right? Like we got two people like, nah, people ain't got enough. They ain't
I know. Lucas, you almost could, you almost probably would have understood, like, hey, man, Luka's gonna be really good. You know what I mean? Like Giannis, I feel like was the only like new nigga that on there where you was like, yeah, I get it. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't even think had he won an MVP yet? When he got on the study? He had one, right?
Giannis got back to back on them shits.
No, but I'm saying, but like, was he MVP?
Yeah, 75 was just this year.
Okay, yeah. So Giannis, you like,
you got Giannis, you got Finals MVP.
Not only is he
boys, a couple back-to-back MVPs, all them all first teamers. Yeah, Giannis.
He in the top. He top 75, and he not in the 70s. He not in the 60s, and he not in the 50s, and he might not be in the 40s. He might not be in the 30s.
Man.
Giannis in the 20s, bro.
It's incredible, man.
He's fucking incredible, man. He can retire today, and he's one of the greatest players ever. He's one of the greatest players we've ever seen in this league.
Incredible.
He's the greatest Bucks player ever.
Oh my!
He's the greatest Bucks player ever.
Yeah,
and that's saying something, right?
Saying something. They had Lou Alcindor and Oscar.
Lou Alcindor and Oscar, and Giannis the best Bucks player ever.
Yeah, Giannis is unbelievable.
Giannis the best Bucks player ever. Probably top 30 all time. Hey, he an all-time great, bro. He an all-time great, bro.
The only reason some of them people that's ahead of him is for real ahead of him is just because of resume.
Just off like, yeah, they
grandfather. Like you gotta look at it like guys got, you know what I mean? Like, okay, cool. The Resi got him ahead of there. Like, you know, they got the Resi. Like, you gotta, you know, you look at down the line, like, but that's the weird thing about the down the line thing is like back to Dwight is like you look at that, like how is that not top 70? If you're gonna do a top 75 with some of the other people that you put in there, and you look at Dwight Resi,
there's some bullshit thrown in there.
We wanted a 75, man. Yeah, I don't want to. Yeah, when we do the next 100, like that's 25 years from now, man. He was one of the 75. Y'all need to do an update to that because he wanted a 75. There's no way you got that and he not a 75.
Yeah, man, that shit was personal, man.
Giannis, man. You guys got me with that one, man. Fucking Giannis is incredible.
Giannis is fucking incredible, bro. Already. one of the greatest players ever.
Yeah, he incredible. Like I said, only reason, hey man,
Luka's like an MVP away from being that. I feel like if Luka win an MVP next year, they number one in the Western Conference.
A run. My guy explains it by let's we're gonna have a conversation. I don't even want to really conversate with you if you ain't had a run. I don't care if it was one season. You got to have at least one season where you had a run.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, when was your run? Like Kawhi, example. Kawhi had a run.
Oh yeah,
that shit he did all the way through with Toronto. He got great seasons other ways. He got different little seasons, whatever. But that was a run.
That was a run, man.
That was a run. And I'm like, before, like Giannis, run. You can look at the stat, you can look at all his accolades, and then you go to the run. Like, did you have at least a run? I think Luka like a run away.
You run away, yeah.
Like, and obviously the MVP gets you on the part of you had a run. Like, but did like Jokic got 2 MVPs, but he ain't had a run.
He had a run. Jokic got 2 MVPs. I'd be perfectly fine if he's not on the 75 list. I'd be like, I mean, right?
You ain't had a run.
You ain't had a run, B.
What was your run, man? When you give people work and like you took people out and you got to the finals or something, you had a woo. The shit that you did to them, you gave people work.
Dirk didn't have a run until after he won his MVP.
But he had that shit he did when he went to the final, because when he won his MVP, he hadn't had a run yet.
He hadn't had a run.
That shit he did when he made it to the finals and won.
That was a run, B. When he beat LeBron.
Hell of a run. Think about the play. I think he beat Kobe. I think he beat Durant.
Took Kobe out. Ended they
That was it.
That was it.
That was basically it. I think
they ended the second dynasty and shit. Or the second our second, yeah.
It was over.
We couldn't no 4P, you know, like no four finals.
Trying to take out Berea, like that was in the Bynum right there when he did that one flagrant when Berea was cooking, he went to the cup. Mine was, let me get that little shit out of here. Real quick, like it was over. Yeah. That was the end of that. But that run they went through, and you couldn't do nothing with Dirk. He was cooking.
Nigga was hitting fadeaways. He was
oh my God. That's what I'm talking about. You only got to have one, but you got to have a run. We're going to have a conversation because that was one of the things was talking about. We was talking about like what's like all this shit happening. What's going on with Dame? Like, where's Dame going? Like, is he going? Like, what's the whole? Is he available this offseason? You know what I'm saying? Like, all these other guys making moves. What are you doing? Like, is it you might be Portland for life? I don't know what it is, but like, there was a lot of noise last year that you was gonna go somewhere. He's like, man, I don't even want to. Hey, man, I don't even want to hear that. Dame ain't had a run, and I'm like, damn, Dame ain't had a run.
Dame ain't had a run, B.
Like a run.
He got close. When
he had some bubble work. He had some bubble work. Yeah, he got a couple. Yeah, he got a couple. Some people got some daggers, and that was like he daggered a few people.
He was unstoppable for like maybe for like that. It was like the first round though. Yeah, and he got into I think it was the Warriors that beat him.
Yeah, boy. I think he got like 2 Western Conference Finals. One was the Warriors, and then the other one was in the bubble. I think didn't they play the Lakers in the bubble in the WCF?
I think I'm thinking of the bubble. Yeah, I think I'm thinking of the bubble.
He was cooking in the bubble, but he got that one where he took out OKC, waved them off. You know what I'm saying? And then I think they beat somebody in the second round, and then they end up, like I said, they played the Warriors in the WCF. I think that was the Toronto year. I feel like that was the year that Toronto eventually won.
It was because I was because I remember I was defending Kawhi, and I was like, hey man, because everybody was like, hey man, well, you know, hey, the Warriors ain't had KD. I was like, yeah, but the Warriors went through, they beat they had already made it through the Western Conference Finals without KD, right? Like,
yeah, 100%. He didn't play.
He was out that entire. Yeah, he didn't play, and I think they beat the Rockets. I think, but also they also eliminated Dame without him.
Yeah,
and I was like, Dame was cooking. Like the Blazers was all right. Like they was good, and I was like, once you get past the Blazers without KD, then you win the Western Conference Finals without KD. It's like you still pretty damn good. So if Kawhi beat you The fact that Kawhi Leonard was still able to beat the Warriors with no KD was still an accomplishment.
And think about who Kawhi beat to get to the finals.
That's right. That's what I'm saying. He beat the 76ers.
He beat Joel and them. He beat Giannis. Giannis was up 2-0, and he was like, "Man, fuck that, I'm guarding." That's when he put that was that whole wall thing where like that was a big put up a wall against Giannis, and he can't do nothing because he can't shoot. I
was clowning Giannis for that too.
Yeah.
I was clowning him like, bro, you like the bro wall can stop you, bro. A wall,
the wall, because he just wanted to go downhill, but he still figured that out, like, because he still goes downhill, right?
Jumped over the damn wall,
just going. Like at some point in time, you're like, I'm gonna administer pain, like y'all gonna feel this pause. But then I feel like it was somebody else. I don't know if they beat Boston. They beat 3 quality runs just to get to the finals, and then obviously what happened. But
was it Boston?
You gotta. Hey,
I think it was.
They beat Boston. 3. They 3. They're like, damn. They had a. Kawhi was on a run that year. I mean, especially in that playoff run
because they had a close call with somebody in the first round though. Then I think it was like. Because they ended up being they went 7 with the 76ers. Who they play in the Eastern Conference Finals? Because
I think they played.
It was Giannis. Yeah, it was Giannis. Yeah. So they beat Giannis, and then they didn't even really struggle with them. Like they just kind of just beat them.
They lost the first 2, then it was 4 straight.
They got him out of there.
Yeah, it was 4 straight. That wall came up, and he was a primary defender on Giannis, and it was over,
bro.
It was over. So he had a run,
run, bro.
Like he had a run. It might not have been you, but he had a run. He was like, I got him in the one category, one team run.
Yeah, one and done.
I'm trying to see Raptors, and they beat the Bucks. Warriors beat the Trailblazers in the Western Conference Finals. They swept them niggas.
That's what I'm saying. You just swept. You like them niggas was decent. Like you swept them without KD.
Because the Trailblazers beat Denver.
They beat. Okay, so he got hurt in the Houston series. KD, right? He got hurt against CP3 and Harden and them niggas.
They played the Rockets. In the
he
second
still
round.
beat them. I was like, that.
How did they?
That Warriors team was good. Like
it was a damn good team. They beat them 3-2. They beat them 4-2. I felt like even Cousins was. That's when. Remember, Cousins made his return.
Yeah,
he made his return in the what's the name of the series? In that Houston series, I feel like because he came back because he was done. But he was like, oh, he out for the season and shit. Like he was a guy that I get why he felt like he could bet on himself. But man, it didn't go right. He popped his Achilles right after that.
Yeah,
I get why he thought he was gonna get more.
Yeah,
they was like 2 for 40. Nah, I'm gonna go ahead and get this bag. But then he popped his Achilles right, and he never got that back.
But I agree, like you said, I agree with his decision because
100%.
He messed with my bad. He messed around and be a max. You know what I mean? Like if he came anywhere close to, had he just stayed healthy, like had he just made it abundant that hey, I can stay healthy. I can play 70 games.
Yeah.
He maxed out, bro. Maybe not super max, but he maxed out.
Yeah, that's like he was. Toronto beat the Magic that year. Who the fuck did Magic have to make it to the playoffs? And
I think I remember that. That was like when they had Fournier or whatever that dude name is.
Fournier, might one of them guys.
Yeah, one of them niggas, French niggas.
Yeah,
but they had some trouble with the Magic, right? What was it? 6 games?
No, let me see.
7 games? Might have been 7 games.
C3 won.
Maybe not.
I'm just trying to see. Maybe
not.
I see 3-1.
I could have sworn it was like a struggle. You know what I mean? Maybe not.
Yeah, it was a 3. I see. 4-1.
Oh no, never mind. I don't know why I thought that.
4-1. I'm trying to think. You're right. Evan Fournier going. It had to be Evan Fournier because they ain't had nobody like DJ Augustine.
They like Valanciunas and
or
whatever the Vucevic. Yeah, that's what.
Vucevic,
whatever the hell is that. Yeah,
They had one of them. Those they had a Vucevic.
Yeah, some shit. Yeah.
Damn, they made it play. Good. Who the fuck? That must have been a shitty 8 seed. Now, what was they? Yeah, the East sometimes, man. You mess around, get 30 games, and make the playoffs.
That was right after Bron left too and shit. So it was like,
it would hit more opportunity. Damn, but yeah, no, that's how he looked at it. He's like, and it was like runs. So if we're gonna talk about people, gotta at least have a run on your resume. If like we really gonna have a discussion, I was like, damn, fuck, Dame don't really have a run.
Nah,
He got some good, he got some, he got some epic series and all that closeouts, but like,
You don't
do you have a run? Like Steph got runs.
Steph
right?
got runs.
He got runs.
Runs. More than one.
More than one. He got runs, right? Like he for real, dude. Like the real battle is like, damn, who got more runs? And you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I mean, even AD probably got like a run, right? Like, I bubble or not. I mean, I don't know if AD got. I don't think AD got a run, bro.
AD should have won the damn fucking
MVP.
and all that shit.
I thought he should have won. I thought he should have won a regular season MVP, bro. You can't
remember
even change the entire
team. Would you say a long time? I remember what you said at the time. It's weird that in all the situations when somebody come like that.
Bron stiffed him though. I'm gonna tell you what Bron did. Bron did some sneaky shit. He was like, "Hey, that's your defensive player of the year right there." Snaked him. Once he put that out there, because that wasn't something he was gonna win. He ain't never won a defensive player of the year ever. He ain't never really. He's never done that. Like for you to come out and say like, knowing this dude was in his prime, he come in lead the team in scoring, blocks. He's the best defensive player. Hey man, that's the defensive player of the year right there. Nah, bro, that's the MVP right there.
In no other situation where somebody has that much of an impact on a team's win-loss and overall thing, are they not in the MVP discussion? And he was never in the MVP discussion.
He was never in it because Bron snaked him.
Bron
made sure that
he was never in the MVP discussion.
He was in the defensive player of the year.
They threw that shit quick out. Defensive player of the year.
Yeah.
He wasn't even in the. Usually, like them guys got to split votes. Like, are we on the same team? They're gonna split votes and all that. Like that's Steph and KD and shit, like splitting votes. Like they might get something. Like
that's some shit you did when you was a kid. Like when you was kids, you man, y'all playing a game or something, or hey man, that's the Blue Ranger right there. You know, whatever. Oh man, that's Donatello right there. Man, you Leonardo right there. You know what I mean? Like bro, I don't want to be Leonardo though. I want to be Donatello. Nah, man, bro, that's. Hey man, that's like go to source for here.
A Dog Pound song come on, bro. I'm Nate Dogg. I ain't trying to hear that shit. I'm not corrupt. I'm like, Daz, nigga, I'm Nate Dogg. I own that, bro.
Yeah, man.
We're not moving forward.
He sunned him, bro. He snaked him. He was like, oh no, that's the defensive player of the year right there. Like, wait a minute. I can't be considered an MVP. But whatever, man. But yeah, I don't think AD got a run yet. He kind of got snaked out of his run. Because technically his entire season was the run.
That was his run.
He came and turned that team completely around. They went from not in the playoffs to number 1 seed, one of the best top 10 defensive teams in the league. But you know what happened.
Yeah, he got played. Like that should have been his run.
That was his run. He got robbed by his own teammate.
9-3.
Yeah, by his own teammate.
Yeah, he was fucking.
Yeah,
I want to see his playoff. I want to see his playoff numbers. Like what? Because he was the read. They wouldn't have won without him.
Nah, wouldn't even have been there without him.
Yeah, I need to see what his playoff run was that year. Like, because I was like, I remember even the final. Like, yo, he was the. Is he not? Am I making this up? Like, was he not the finals MVP? You get what I'm saying? Like,
nah,
Bron was he really the finals MVP?
Bron's stats were strong, but let me see. Like Bron had it was a case. Finals. Yeah, he had a great finals, but we look at it. But remember, KD was the one that AD was the one that was hitting game-winning shots, yelling out Kobe, and yeah. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
No, Bron won that shit. No, I'm looking at this shit right now.
Yeah, Bron stats were strong, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Bron stats was too strong.
Yeah, I can't see the comparison. I can see like they just a kind of game log. Like
Brown was balling, bro.
one game 5, he had 45, 40 and 13.
Yeah, he was balling.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I had to see all the game logs, but looking at this now, like,
they gotta see him.
what?
Yeah,
I'm looking at these games now. Okay, I gotta take that one back. Yeah, because he was like, I gotta take that one back.
Yeah. I mean, I'm looking at his what is this? Against Portland. Damn. Okay. So all his games, I'm looking at them. Yeah. Nah, yeah, Brown was the MVP, clearly. You had a 13-point game, 2 34-point games back to back, and then you ended up with a 6-point game and what was that? He got hurt. This motherfucker ended up getting hurt again, man.
AD.
Right? He's too inconsistent, man. Sorry, bro. Like, you can't. He another dude, man. Like, I love it.
Count on his ass, can't you, man? Yo, man, I love AD, man. He's not dependable, man.
Hey, man, niggas shouldn't have been on the 75 list, bro. Let's keep it a buck. Just keep it a stack, man. Like, come on, man.
He wasn't over Dwight, though. I don't know if it should have came down to them two. Maybe it was another person.
Dwight got a whole career, bro.
Yeah, man.
He got Defensive Player of the Years.
Yeah, he
been in the finals with no LeBron. He was the best player on his team.
He beat LeBron to get to the finals.
He beat LeBron.
He fucked up that puppet.
He fucked up the Kobe versus
game.
He fucked up the Nike puppet game, bro. Nike had a whole bad campaign behind some shit that didn't even happen because of Dwight. And then and managed to get a game off against 2 games off against the Lakers that year.
He got one. Did they get 2? I felt like they got at least 1, but I think they got 1. I think that was a 4-1.
Damn, bro.
Gentleman's sweep.
Damn.
Because they ain't had no smoke for all that.
Nah, Hedo Turkoglu was the second best player on that team. They weren't beating the Lakers.
Yeah, they ain't had no smoke for that Lakers.
Surprised
team.
They got
that Lakers team.
Nah, that Lakers team was so fucking determined, man. Yeah, man, that Lakers team was so fucking determined, bro. They wanted the Celtics to get back so bad, bro.
They wanted the Celtics so bad.
They couldn't wait to play them the next year, bro.
Because that was a better team than the one that beat the Celtics. Like the one that beat the Celtics, because they had, they traded Ariza for Ron Artest. At that point in time, Ariza was a better player. He was a better player than Ron Artest.
Yeah.
And some of the things they had. I mean, they obviously won, but that year before team was on a mission. That was a damn good team.
That's a damn good team, man. And Ariza was just
on a mission.
Ariza was just running around like a wild man, bro. You couldn't do shit with him.
Threes. He could threes. Like he was a first 3-and-D guy.
Consummate swing man, bro.
He was the consummate swing man.
Nigga was just, man.
Like, nah, it wasn't even a
great team, bro.
Yeah, it wasn't even. Yeah, they wouldn't. Nobody could have came up like the best thing, probably honestly for Bron and that happened is that he didn't play Kobe and get swept.
Yeah, because that would have been
woo. Because like that was always the thing, and it was like, man, we swept this dude.
They would have.
I used to tell guys like, man, they didn't even get it. I said Kobe made it. He didn't make it, but they would have got swept.
They got swept, bro.
So probably best like sometimes you don't have. Sometimes not making the finals is better, so you don't have to have that happen. Like I keep telling you, like, hey man, KD might not want to go out west because he might not want that Schmidt Oak. Like he think of like who like how bad like narratively how bad that can go, man.
Yeah,
one either lose it to LeBron or then
you got to get to Miami. You got to get your ass to Miami.
Yeah, you got to go
because you might not make it out of the second round. It's you know what I mean. Like you might. You don't know when you're gonna match up. You're not guaranteed to match up with the Warriors in the finals,
bro.
You got to make it out of the first, second, third round. Like you got to make it out. You got to make it
coming back. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a problem out there, man. Like you get what I'm saying? Like it's a problem out there.
Why
man.
Coming back eventually? Prime, like you said, PG just got married. He coming back. You got these young teams coming up, bro.
Yeah, Dallas and niggas. I'm
telling you, Dallas. Hey man, Dallas knocking on the door. Motherfuckers was in the finals this year, B. With no second.
Yeah.
Who was his second best
They got
player?
Brunson
Jalen
bag,
Brunson?
man. They got Brunson a bag, man. Only because he kept posting up Chris Paul. He got a bag for posting up Chris Paul.
Hey, man. Hey. You only gonna hold off young dude in Dallas. You know what I mean? Like Luka, you only gonna hold him off for so much longer, man. Like
So you get some guys that's good. You got to beat them 4 times out of 7. This ain't one time. You gotta can you beat them 4 times?
Hey man, they say this in boxing all the time. Hey man, you gotta beat this dude now. You gotta fight him now, and you gotta beat him now. You can't wait till they get. You know what I mean? Like they do that in boxing all the time. You fight a young fighter now. Like he ain't figured it all out yet. So you get your little victory off on him.
Yeah.
You give him his first little L, and then he go off and be great after you beat him. And then it make you look better when he get, you know what I mean? The better he is, the better you look. Like, hey, I beat him, you know. You gotta beat Luka now, man. Luka one player away from, and it don't even have to be like a Bradley Beal or it don't have to be necessarily another superstar. He just need like a dog away from. Hey man, he was in the finals, man. He couldn't be stopped.
Something like that, and then like think about when
Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, think about when when Dirk won. They had Dirk and a bunch of just like good players in the rim protection.
Yeah, man.
They didn't have like another, like it was Sean Marion, Jason Terry. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't like another guy. They didn't have like another. They didn't even have another bucket.
And that wasn't even double Sean Marion. That wasn't even Phoenix Suns Sean Marion.
He had already moved around with the Miami to this place, and he showed up on Dallas doorstep.
He was a journeyman at that point. You know, he was at the end of his career. Like he
never was a bucket.
Nah, he was an awkward,
spot up shooter,
role player type guy.
They didn't have no other bucket. They didn't have and he single-handedly was getting points from them. But at the end of the day, like it could be done so long as they have the kind of update, just upgrades to the roster, rim protect. Their problem is at the end of the day, it's a problem over there.
Yeah,
so running over there and like, man, you could easily lose them in the first round or the second round again. Right?
Once you do that, it's just take
so
much
ass over there, man. Stay over here.
Yeah, man. Nah, go to Miami and go to the finals next year, man, and figure it out there.
Miami's actually an organization. Like they're good organization.
They just waiting, bro. They ready to go.
They really only that guy away. Like that's why that was the thing I was thinking about, like with a Bradley Beal. Like, of course I'm taking the 250.
Yeah,
I'm taking the 250.
251.
But like they 251 at that. That's $1 million. That ain't $1.
That's a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. So like Bradley, like they missing that kind of like somebody who could real put that thing in the basket. A Bradley Beal kind of the Donovan Mitchell, like for that setup they got, not break it up to get the guy, but like you just signing a free agent. You just signing a free agent like a guy like it might be a good, but no, I'm not turning down no 250 to go down to Miami. I'm not turning down. I'm cool. I can go visit. It's all season. I can go down there. I run me my coin. I need that 250.
I mean, South Beach ain't that damn nice. No.
Yeah, it's cool. It's hot.
It's hot.
Yeah, it's hot. I could do that anytime, but I need my there's no.
I'm gonna get my 250 though.
I don't think there's a situation right there where it's like I'm actually choosing that over the bread. I remember back and now that I'm older, it's like, hey man, McGrady should have never left Toronto. Nah, man, he had to go get that bread, man.
He got the bizzag, bro.
He wasn't even getting all the starters minutes in Toronto. Like, yes, that would have been great if they could have stayed and grew up together and all that. Hey, man, Orlando was maxing him. Toronto wasn't. They lowballed him. I gotta go get that. Man, they can. No.
I'm going to play no state taxes. I'm
that.
Back on the mainland.
Yeah.
Hey, man,
I'm gonna go
out here, bro.
In any situation.
And I get to be number one. Penny, my favorite player.
Yeah, I'm going to go do that. I need that. Yeah, I'm going to in every situation too. I mean, you ain't get no chips, man. Yeah, but you see that like highest paid players of all time.
Facts.
Some of your
Facts,
favorite players
bro.
got all kind of chips,
Yep.
and they hurting.
They hurting. Or they looking back like, or they just looking back like, hey man, I made my money off my shoe contract, bro.
They're looking like Pat Ewing missing.
Yeah, looking back on that layup. You know what I mean?
Yeah. They're looking at that layup like, nah, I'm gonna go ahead and maximize my earning because it's so many things that go with a chip. Like people that it's so many things. Your organization got to be on point, man. Like everything got to work for me to get that. Just me taking a pay cut don't guarantee I'm chipping up.
Yeah,
My
like
organization
KG.
ain't right. That don't mean nothing.
Yeah, like you was talking about KG, how he was like, man, I should have been left, but it's like, nah, man, you got that bag, bro.
You did what you were supposed to do.
Minnesota kicked you out for most of your life there in Minnesota.
Only you could have did is maybe a year earlier after you got the bag.
After you got the
demanded
bag.
a trade.
Yeah,
right.
like,
But
they kicked you up, bro.
It worked out. You
Yeah.
paid up. You would
You got paid.
Has anybody gotten more out of that one championship than that team has?
Oh my
It
God.
worked out. Y'all act like a dynasty.
Yeah, right. Y'all behave very much like a dynasty.
Y'all won one. And y'all went to like 3 game sevens.
Let y'all tell it.
During the
Y'all took chips off Bron mantle, and it's like, but I don't remember it like that. But
they got KP on TV off that one.
Off that one. Kendrick
Perkins would not be on TV if they didn't get that one. He was a piece of shit. You get what I'm saying?
On TV, bungling it too, bro.
He talking because he got the one. No one has gotten more out of that one than that team.
That's fact.
They got so much out they won. They tried to get mad at Ray Allen for going to get 2 more.
He was mad.
He should have. You get what I'm saying?
Think about another one. Think about another team that got one, and if you even remember anything about them. Just you know what I mean? Like it's Toronto. What is Toronto doing right now?
Yeah, they won. Don't matter, man.
They got one, bro.
It only mattered to the people involved.
Bro, they got one.
Lowry got the one.
And this was their first one.
That was their first one.
Boston got one, and it was they one out of what? 7? Sitting?
That was the 17th.
Yes, that was they said. So they got sitting before that. You know what I mean?
They up there like
sitting back.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't even count. 16. You 16 of them shits? Man. They got so much of that. KG played for them niggas like 3 years and got his jersey retired. They got a lot out of that one chip, man. Like Boston got a lot of Hall of Famers and classics. And you know I love KG. He got his jersey retired. He wasn't there but like 4 years. We retired.
Oh, that nigga's let him tell it. He a Celtic, bro.
For life.
I think he
said that. He said that on the clip I just saw about. He talking about AD.
I ain't see his Hall of Fame speech. Hey man, he might have went in as a Celtic, man. All the years in Minnesota, man. Everything he gave to them. They
didn't really get to do it because of the damn pandemic. Because Kobe was supposed to go, Duncan, and they didn't really get to do it. They did a virtual one, but they didn't really get that one.
They need to run that back then.
Yeah, they need to run that back.
It's a lot of shit they need to run that back. Yeah,
they got a lot out of that one. I always thought Detroit, but Detroit, like they was like brother, we the brotherhood and all this and all that.
Yeah, they went back to back too.
Yeah, they actually.
But Boston didn't even go back to back. They went 2 out of 3. You know, they lost.
Boston get so much out of that. So much out of that one. Nobody's ever milked the championship like how they have.
Oh man, they milked the fuck out of it. Man.
I don't even think the Cubs got to do that much. And they didn't win one for 100 years.
They was waiting on Theo forever. Theo came through. And,
they got that one. And it was magical. And that was it.
Broke the curse.
All that shit. The GOAT and all that. Got him up out of here. My man Bartman could go to the game if he want to.
Yeah, welcome Barton back. Like, come home if you want, man.
You could come home, Bart. I know we made you move because we don't know how to act. It's just a sport and shit.
That shit was
we moved
wild,
you out your
bro.
city. But
it was wild, bro. Yeah.
Boston got more. That damn 08 Celtics team, man. They gonna live off. They bust them all in for the these last playoffs, man. They all showed up.
Yeah. Oh, they was there for that. Yeah, they was ready for that.
They bust them in.
They couldn't wait to Man, them niggas would have been at the parade and everything, bro.
Thank God they didn't.
Y'all like us. Y'all like us. Like, technically, this team probably better. You know what I mean? Like, no, y'all like us. You know,
Hey, man, them boys so conceited they would have had to give KG and Paul George, Paul Pierce another ring. They would have had to get a ring for this one.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
That's
they
how
would have got
conceited
honor.
those guys are. They
Yeah,
would
they
have
would have got. Oh man, them dudes. You ain't never met a more conceited trio, bro. Really, really, them two dudes.
Big
But
Perk
Perk-
be on.
oh,
Perk
Perk,
could be
yeah.
on there with a ring like
Her goofy ass, yeah. You see that right there? Yeah, got the ring, young blood.
Stephen A.
Stephen Knight, yeah.
Stephen Knight.
Carry on. I can't do it. I can't do a Perk, but yeah. Carry on. Goofy ass, man.